The man was astonished to discover, across the desolate canyon, stood a beautiful woman, though separated by 1,000 meters. Her perfect figure still drew his gaze. He wanted to look a little longer. But the woman seemed to notice him. She immediately stopped her work, and turned to face him. It was a beautiful face. Yet the man instinctively flinched, for someone had once told him, no matter what happens across the way, never interfere, and certainly never communicate. This was a sentry tower perched on the canyon's edge. And the man was its newest guardian. Strangely, though, not a soul was visible for miles around. The tower's vicinity held an array of weapons. Every 600 meters stood a dense artillery emplacement. Every 1,000 meters a receiver for external communications. And within the canyon itself, every 10 meters lay a massive landmine. They seemed like mere decorations. Yet they seemed to guard against something. The previous sentry had told him, the duty here was simple. Simple as a maintenance worker's job. Daily tasks were inspecting equipment and reloading ammunition. If he endured a year, the next sentry would take his place. Jack was baffled. Before arriving, his superiors had assured him this was a mission of utmost importance. He'd been sedated during transport, and dropped directly into this canyon. Yet now he didn't even know the mission's objective. Was it to prevent anyone from entering the canyon?
No. You need to stop what's in the gorge from coming out.
The previous guard had told him it was to prevent whatever was inside the canyon from escaping. This puzzled Jack even more. What could possibly be in this desolate canyon? The next day, Mike, whose term had ended, could finally go home. So he walked dozens of kilometers to a mountaintop, threw a smoke grenade, and called for his comrades to pick him up. Soon, a rope was lowered. After securing it around his waist, Mike departed. Yet the moment he boarded the aircraft, his comrade drew a gun, shot Mike dead, cut the rope and dropped into his death. Afterward they reported to their superiors. Meanwhile, Jack began his duties, patrolling the territory, inspecting equipment. It seemed true as the previous guardian had said. This was simple maintenance work, even more tedious than imagined. After 30 days on the job, Jack reported his progress to military headquarters, naturally curious about the assignment. He couldn't resist asking a question, but instead of answering, they hung up abruptly, as if hiding something. Bored, he recalled Mike's warning, not to peer at the opposite sentry tower. But Jack's curiosity got the better of him. He peered through his binoculars across the way. To his surprise, the other side seemed no different. The only distinction was that the sentry there was a beautiful woman. She too appeared equally curious about his side. What he never expected was that the woman would reach out to him first. She was clever. She used gunfire to catch Jack's attention when he stepped outside and looked through his binoculars. She wrote her message on a notepad because they were too far apart. This was their only way to communicate. Her first words asked Jack his name. Moments later, Jack replied the same way, but remembering Mike's warning, he wrote on the board that he refused to answer that question. He thought this would end their conversation, but the beauty quickly replied again. Her playful charm made Jack smile involuntarily, so he wrote his message again on the board and filled his glass to the brim, wishing her a happy birthday. It was precisely these words that finally bridged the distance between them. Yet just as their conversation grew lively, an anomaly seemed to emerge from the canyon below. Jack immediately raised his rifle and peered downward, only to discover something terrifying.